Hello to everyone and welcome on the third video of database training. So GC database training. Good. So on this third video we are going to discuss on queries. So very important. So we are going to see how you can make queries in Microsoft Access. So query means what? So we can read here together. A query retrieves specific data from table based on conditions. So it's exactly the role of queries here, meaning that we are having a table and I want a specific information. Let us say I'm having a table containing information about student, and I don't want to see all the different columns. I just want to see the column containing all the names of students. So you see that there is a query, meaning that my database is having a bunch of information, and I'm just making a query, a request to have a specific data from the table. It's exactly that when we are talking about query. Now, if you are following on this video concerning database on my channel, so here at least you need to know how to create tables in database, how to import data from Microsoft Excel to Microsoft Access, and you need to know how to create relationship between tables in a database. So this is what you need to know before following with this video. Good. So if you are okay there, very nice. If you are not okay there, just move and watch the previous video and open to all questions. So we are going to start now. So here I've prepared some questions. So query. So these are examples. So this is just a continuation of the previous video. Now, so first thing I want everybody to note here is that to make queries on tables in database, we need first of all to create relationship between those tables. So we did that already in the previous video. Now, so in this tutorial, these are some queries here that I've prepared some requests. Good. So this is based on the table you have created in the previous video. So the first one is display the general result showing SN, student name, gender, series, course code, course name. Here we are having a database. Remember that our database are having 3 tables. Now we are trying to display some data from all the 3 tables. Now they have precise something here that sort the list in ascending order. So sort simply means arrangement. So when I say sort the list in ascending order, I simply mean that you should arrange the list in ascending order by series. When you say by series, it simply means that they are precising the column that you must use to sort your data. So we are going to do it very easy. So we are at this level. So remember that each time you want to manipulate a component in Access, you close all the tables. So I've closed my table. So very easy. We are going to move to create. Now at this level, you click on query design. So you click on query design. Directly this will appear. Good. So the next thing here is, if you look at this place, it's exactly like what we did when we were creating a relationship. So I can click in the first table and just press add. You see, like another way of doing it is just to right click, like this, the second table. Look at something, I just right click. You see the third table, I right click. Good. Now if you look something, when you right click, you'll be seeing that he is presenting the relationship that we created before. Hope you are now understanding why I was saying that before doing query, you must first of all create a relationship between your different table. So as easy as that. So now, so we are going to solve the question. So the question asks us to display some information. So we are going to display it together. To do that is very easy. But before that, let me explain something. So I hope everybody is looking this down part here. So this down part here is representing the space where we are going to make our request. So it's exactly that. Now, so how we're doing it is very easy. So they say that we are supposed to display SN. So to do it is very easy. You can just move to SN, exactly like what we did in relation. You press on the left button of your mouse, you drag it at this level here, the first field you see, you press. So this one way of doing it. So another way of doing it without wasting time is just to right click. So student name I want to display, I just click, you see, the thing is appearing down directly. So they said I should display gender also, series, I think there was course name, and what again, I think it's all. If I use all what they have asked us to display, very easy you see. So this exactly what, so each time you are making a query, mean that this is a query that I'm making here, and in this query I want to display what? SN, student name, gender, series, course name. Now after this, move here at this level, follow my arrow, click on run. When you click on run, good, hope you are seeing that. So this SN, student name, gender, series, course name. Exactly at this level now you can arrange it, mean that I can move here, drag it like this. In fact, it depends on you. So very good, the query is working normally. So remember that this place where we are visualizing data is called what? If you move at this level, you'll be seeing the name. It's what we call what? The data sheet view. Good. Now the space where we are writing the query is what we call the design view. Good. So I move back to the design view. Now the question said that we should sort the data in ascending order based on series. So if I move here, this is the column of series here. So at this level, I'm going to place myself at this level on sort. How we are seeing the name sort. Good. So here you can just click ascending. Very good. After you move back to run. Clean. So if you look series, you will now be seeing that A1, A1, A2, 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 S1. In fact, you see that the thing is now in it's not sorted, in fact, good, in alphabetical order. Very good. Now the question said that you should sort in name also. It's very easy. You move back to your design view, where is name, student name. Good. At this level of sort, you just click. Good. You can precise maybe ascending order. You click and you run. Good. So if you look at the name BBE, in fact, so it's exactly that. Nothing difficult. Good. Now this is the first query here. So the next thing, what I'm going to do is to save the query. So by right clicking here and click on save, they're going to ask what's the name of the query. So based on your question paper, they're going to give you a name. Let us see it's query 1. I just press on OK. Good. So at this level, if you look down here, you'll be seeing that here there's a new row that has been created at this level here called what? Query. So I can now close this query. Good. I've closed the query. So you see me now, if I want to see that query next time, I'm going to click on it. You see now, majority of the time queries are having names of what we did here. In fact, like here, maybe here we did what? We display the name, gender, this, course name of student here. In fact, generally query are having those names so that you can read and remember that okay, this query was doing this and that. Good. But here we are it's just for studying purpose, so no problem. Good. So we move to the question again. So the next question. Good. So the next question is saying list of male student who offers biology. So this S here. Good. So I'm going to move back to create. I want to create a new query. Query design. Good. You just add your different table. You add, you close. Good. So here they say that we should give the names of male student. Good. So here in this case, I don't need to display everything. I can decide to maybe display the name. I just right click there. You see it's going to appear down. So the gender is important because since they say male student, we need to see the gender. So I click here. Now they say male student who offers biology. Now in this case, how you're going to do it is very easy. If you look very well, you are going to see that student, the table student info is related to what? Student subject. And in student subject, there's nothing as course name or subject name where you see biology and the rest. No. But what's happening there is we are having what we call what? Course code. Let us move back to the data so that you can understand this very fast. Student info. So for example, here look at what's happening here. So I'm having here a student called what? E. coli. So the gender and the rest. Good. Now this table is having what? A field called SN, which is related to the table what? Related to the table student info. And in the table student info, if you look very well, we are having another field here that is called what? Course code. So where you are seeing course, you can replace it with subject if you want. Course code. So course simply means subject code. You see. Good. Now if we move back to the table of subject, you'll be seeing that here. These are the codes for each subject. So the solve this question is very easy. You just need to know the code of the different subjects. Good. So here, for example, biology is 710. It's very clear. You see, 710. It simply means everywhere I'm seeing 710 here, it simply means the student is offering what? Biology. It's exactly that. Good. And how is the relation working? It's very easy. If you look at this level, you'll be seeing that here we are having a different course code. Good. And from here, this table is having a field called SN, which is relating to the different student, because SN here simply means what? The primary keys of this table here, student. You see. How we are seeing how the relation is moving. Now, I'm going to close all this table because remember that you cannot make a query with table open. So I close everything. Good. So in this case, I'm going to click on course code. So just right click like this. The thing is appearing here. Now we are going to move here at this level. Criteria. criteria. I hope you are seeing that. So criteria, this is this place where we are putting what we call condition. Now in this case, we are having how many conditions? 2 of them. The first condition is that the student should be male student. Good. Now when you are solving this type of question, you move to the table of student. Just try to verify how we are representing gender. So gender here is just a single character, either M for male or F for female. So let me close it. Good. I move back at this. You see me at the level of gender criteria. I'm just going to click M. You see? Good. After I run, let us just run it like that first of all to see. Okay, good. After that, you click on run. So when I click on run, exactly. I hope you are seeing how it's displaying all male student. You see, good. But this is not what we want. At this level, we are trying to display male student offering biology. Good, because when you look at the course code here, they are different. So you are seeing that here now, we need to precise what that. Okay, the course code is 710, because remember that 710 is representing biology. So we click here on design view. Good. So course code at this level, I'm going to say equals to 710. Good. You run again. Clean. Hope you are seeing that. Exactly that. So play. This is how we manipulate queries. Very good. So in this case, I'm going to save this one as query 2. Good. So I can close it now. Now let us move to the last exercise. They say list of students who made a score of. Okay, I will correct this question, please. This is clear. Or let us say, let me take even 50. Good. 5. This is off. Good. So list of students who made a score of 50 and above. So it's very easy. So we move at this level. I'm going to move back to create another query. Good. So you include all your table. Now at this level, you don't even need to include all the tables. Generally, we just include the table we are using. Meaning that if the query I'm doing is maybe including data from this table, the table student info and subject and student subject, in that case, I can just add these 2 tables. You see, good. If the query I'm doing is including data from all the table, I will include all the table. So but sometimes to avoid tracking your height for nothing, just add all the tables so you can be making your query without even thinking too much. So yeah, the last query is list of students who made a score of 50 and above. So if I move back here, good. So I'm just going to print the name. Now score, where is score? Score is from the second table. Score. Good. At the level of score, you are going to precise criteria. Remember that criteria is for the condition. So here they say greater than, they say 50 and above. So I'm going to say greater than or equals to what? 50. Exactly that. So if I press on run, good. So this is a list of students that score greater than or equals to 50. If you look here, it's exactly that. You see, you are not going to see any score here less than 50 or equals to 50. So very good. Less than 50, yes, of course, because normally 50 can appear since the condition was greater than or equals to. So this is very nice, please. So this is exactly how we are working with queries. So it's exactly that. So I think it's all. In fact, you can ask other type of question. Just know that each time you're asking a question, from the table, just click to display what they are asking, and at the level of criteria is where you are putting your different condition. Good. So we are going to answer past question. Good. At this level, the aim is just to like so that you should be familiar, in fact, with this part of query and the rest. So this is all. So thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's meet in the next video. Ciao.